You bought a Tesla. You learned the basics. You drive it daily. But you're probably missing features that could save you serious money and trouble. They're already in your car, but they don't announce themselves. Not to use them is a huge mistake, so make sure to use these hidden Tesla features. Your dashcam isn't actually saving footage. Your Tesla has cameras running constantly. While driving, they capture everything. Park it, and Sentry Mode wakes up the moment something moves nearby. Sounds foolproof, right? Here's the problem. Tesla doesn't save everything automatically. The system records in loops, meaning old footage gets deleted to make room for new clips. And if you're using a cheap USB drive, it can fail without any warning. The screen might still show that little red dot, making you think everything's being recorded. But open the drive later, and you'll find nothing. This becomes brutal after an accident or break-in. You go looking for proof you're certain exists because you saw the camera icon on your screen. But the footage? Already gone, overwritten, deleted. No alert ever told you the drive failed or the clip didn't save. Recording happens on its own. Saving what matters doesn't. Check your footage regularly. Use a high-endurance USB drive meant for constant writing. When something important happens, save that clip immediately before the loop erases it. Otherwise, you're driving around with a dash cam that doesn't help when you need it most. Camp mode isn't just for camping. Most people hear camp mode and think it's a novelty for weekend adventures, but it's actually one of the smartest ways to use your Tesla when you're parked for extended periods. Normally, if you leave the air conditioning or heating on while stopped, Tesla shuts it down after a few hours to protect the battery. That makes sense for quick stops, but what if you're waiting for someone, working from your car, or just need to stay comfortable for a while? Camp mode changes the rules. Turn it on, and your climate control keeps running. The screen stays active, USB ports stay powered. At the same time, it turns off Sentry Mode alerts so you're not getting pinged every time you shift in your seat. The smart part? Camp mode monitors your battery and preserves enough charge to drive. If the battery drops too low, it automatically cuts off climate control so you're not stranded. Where people mess up is starting with a low charge or assuming it'll run forever. It won't. But if you plan ahead and start with decent range, Camp mode gives you a comfortable, functional car without the usual shutdowns. It's practical, not gimmicky. Programmable trunk opening height. If you've ever opened your Tesla's trunk and heard that sickening thud against the garage ceiling, you know the frustration. Scratched paint, bent hinges, or worse. The fix is simple, but almost nobody uses it. Tesla lets you program exactly how high the trunk opens. Move it to the height you want, hold the button, and the car remembers. From then on, it stops at that exact spot every time. This isn't about convenience, it's about protecting your car. Garage ceilings, low overhangs, tight carports all pose risks. One hard hit can bend the trunk mechanism or damage the paint. Fixing that isn't cheap. Set the height once and forget about it. Your trunk opens safely every time without having to think or guess. Small features, big protection. Joe mode cuts the noise. Tesla's alert chimes are loud. Seatbelt warnings, door ajar beeps, turn signal clicks, they're all cranked up by default. That might seem fine at first, but over time it gets exhausting. Joe mode fixes this. Turn it on and all non-critical alerts get quieter. You still hear them, they're just not blaring. Safety alerts like collision warnings stay at full volume because those matter. Why does this help? Constant loud beeping creates stress. It wears on your focus during long drives. It startles passengers. And if you're driving early in the morning or late at night, those sounds feel 10 times louder than they need to be. Joe mode doesn't remove alerts, it just makes them reasonable. You stay aware without getting rattled by noise that doesn't need to be deafening. It's a small change that makes every drive calmer and less distracting. The manual charge port release you've never used. Your Tesla's charge port opens and closes electronically. That works perfectly until it doesn't. A software glitch, a frozen latch in cold weather, a charging error, and suddenly you're stuck with a cable you can't remove. Most owners panic at this point. They call roadside assistance or wait for a tow, assuming there's nothing they can do. But there is. Tesla includes a manual release cable tucked away near the trunk. Pull it, and the latch opens manually. Problem solved in 10 seconds. The issue? Tesla doesn't advertise this feature. Unless you've read the manual cover to cover or stumbled across it online, you'd never know it exists. So when the port jams, people assume they're helpless. Knowing where that cable is turns a nightmare scenario into a minor inconvenience. It's hidden, but it's there. Find it now before you need it. Scheduled charging saves money. Plug in your Tesla and it starts charging immediately. That's fine, but it's not the smartest way to do it. Scheduled charging lets you choose exactly when your car charges. Set it up once through the app or the car's screen, and it'll charge during the hours you pick every day of the week. Why bother? Electricity rates. Most power companies charge less during off-peak hours, usually late at night or early morning. Charge during those times, and you save money every month without changing anything about how you use your car. Beyond the cost, scheduled charging creates consistency. Your car's ready when you need it, charged the same way every time. No surprises, no guessing. It's a set-it-and-forget-it feature that keeps working for you in the background. Car wash mode prevents expensive damage. Turn it on before running your Tesla through a wash, and it closes all windows, locks the charge port, disables wipers, and shuts off Sentry mode. Everything that could cause a problem gets locked down. Skip this step, and you're risking real damage. Water seeping into an open charge port can cause corrosion or charging errors. Replacing a corroded port runs around $450. Wipers activating mid-wash can scratch your windshield or damage the wiper mechanism. Sentry mode triggering non-stop creates chaos with alerts. These aren't dramatic failures, they're slow, quiet problems that build over time. One wash won't ruin your car, but dozens of washes without car wash mode? That adds up. Use it every time. It takes 5 seconds and protects systems that cost hundreds to fix. Service mode puts you in control. Service mode is one of Tesla's best-kept secrets. It gives you access to diagnostic tools and maintenance functions that are usually reserved for service centers. You can enable jack mode for tire rotations, reset service reminders, run brake procedures, and access calibration tools. Most owners don't touch it because they assume it's off-limits or too technical. Tesla doesn't promote it either, so it stays hidden. Ignoring service mode costs you. Simple tasks like resetting a service light or putting the car in jack mode for a tire rotation become $100 to $250 service appointments. Do that a few times a year, and you're paying for things you could handle yourself in minutes. Service mode isn't complicated once you understand it. It's Tesla giving you control over basic maintenance. Learn it, use it, and stop paying for simple fixes. Most Tesla owners miss the quiet features that actually protect the car and save money. The real mistakes aren't dramatic. They build up slowly, adding wear and stress. Smart owners focus on what's already there, keeping their Tesla safe, efficient, and reliable. Subscribe to own your Tesla smarter, not pricier.